So today on episode 400 of Look What Jess Found, we found this 1992, and on it, you can see some of the letters in the motto are flat. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go through the process of a non-expert, right? I'm not an expert. There are very few. If you wanted to do the ratio, you're talking about one, maybe every million people. Maybe not even. If I have not, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to look. This is part of. I'm going to look up how many numismatists there are. So it says that there are American Numismatic Organization reporting that there are thousands of members among the community, thousands, and worldwide there's less than 1 million. Let that sink in. I'll let you. I'll show it to you. Hundreds of thousands worldwide. Okay. So there's what, 6-7 billion people. Hundreds of thousands would put that to a fraction of what did that mean? Like what percentage? I don't even know what percentage wise that would be. 0.001. It's very low. There are very few experts. That's my point. A numismatist. Am I saying that correctly? I want to hear how the word's pronounced. Numismatist. I like doing this every once in a while. All right. Let's see. Do they how do you pronounce numismatist? Here we go. Sometimes they'll have the little word and you could click on the word. How to pronounce. Let me see. They don't have the little thing that you press. Hold on. All right. I always get the last part screwed up.
Numismatist.
Numismatists.
Numismatist.
Numismatist. Okay. Is mitist. Mitist.
Numismatist.
Numismatist. All right. So there are very few numismatists in the world, in the country, period. So when someone first of all, let me just get that out of the way. When someone acts like they're an expert, a numismatist is an expert. If you're not a numismatist, you're not an expert. That's it. It's like saying, yeah, I know a lot about the heart. And then when people ask me questions, I tell them, you're going to let me do heart surgery on you? No, you're going to let only you're only going to let an expert do heart surgery on you. Okay. So just think of it in that sense. When people tell you, act like they know what they're talking about, if they're not a numismatist, they're not an expert. Anyway, so I'm not an expert and I don't act like an expert. So just be careful with that. Anyway, that's my own little personal pet peeve. So this 1992 has flattened elements. So the average person, not the numismatist like we are, right? And in fact, I don't know any numismatists. I think coins help you. I think he's a numismatist. I don't know if Copper Coins is a numismatist or not. And then of course Wexler, Konica, people who run these really large. Those are numismatists. Numismatists. Oh my god! I get a little tongue tied with the last syllable. So the W and the E, the bottom of the T, the bottom of the R are flat. What causes lower elements, right? Features. What causes these features to be lower? Okay, so that is our quest today. Now, I did do some previous research and several things came up. One was the flattened letters. Let me see if I still have it up. I do not. Let me pause and go to it. So if you look for flattened letters, flattened elements, several things will come up. One will be die sync flat. That's one. Another one will be um, error coin examples from Jim's coins. I don't know if Jim is a numismatist or not. Loose dies that twist slightly after coming into contact with a planche, causing the die to slightly drag on the coin, producing a flat. Let's go to Jim's coins real quick. All right, so obviously that's different. We're not looking for that. That's a very good example of machine doubling. Die break, cud, caps. See the way the inside is? I found them like this, not with the big bulging bow-like shape, but with that image on the middle. So we're looking for the flattened letters. And this is part of the way I don't see it with the shelf-like appearance. So I don't see it here. So I don't know what specifically he's referring to in this error, in this statement here on Google. All right, so let's check out die sync flat. And one of the places I like to go to are errorref.com. I really like, because you could type in things into the search bar and see if anything comes up. And I put in die sync flat and nothing came up. All right, so let's go to now. I'm looking for why some pennies, or features on a coin, are flat. It's not I don't think it's a double strike. Let me see here. Use of flat featureless dies. That's a flat featureless die. We don't have a flat featureless die. We just have some. See, I typed in flat, and this is what comes up under flat. Okay. And we're just looking for something that shows this is foreign dumb restricted to proofs. No. This is interesting. 1962 cent depicted above shows flat field doubling affecting the date. For some reason, and look, even here, for some reason, the cross portion of the first strike appears slightly. Even look on they're using language like for some reason. He doesn't even know. The person who's running this website doesn't even know the exact reason. You don't see him saying that's definitely because of the look. Even an expert doesn't know why some things happen. You don't see him saying that's definitely why. No, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. For some reason, the crushed portion of the first strike appears slightly incuse. I don't even know what that word means in this specimen. Incuse. He doesn't know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to know everything. It's okay. You don't have to use language like definitely. It's okay, man. So I don't know. Even he doesn't know some of the reasons why some of the errors happen. That's normal. Okay, let's keep going. So the one thing that I did see, I had to put it over to the side because the camera's in my face. The one thing that I did read before, misaligned hubbing, a working die that receives an incorrect misaligned impression from a working hub. Collar damage. Oh, I seen this before. It's just it's something. Does it say reading here? I seen something similar to this before. Let me change that. Mechanical damage affecting the working face of the collar. The damage can appear as scratches and grooves that are horizontal. Okay, okay. They're calling it grooves. Okay, I called it reading because they look like reeds, like on a quarter. But he's calling it horizontal grooves. Okay, that I can understand that. I got it. Abnormal. Split planchet, greasy ghost. Oh, what's that? Striking errors, strike through errors. Ghost images formed by greasy ghosts. I never heard of that before. I've heard of ghost image, but I never heard of it as a greasy ghost. Oh yeah. Greasy ghost. Is that the greasy ghost? Greasy ghosts are known for all modern denominations. For more information, see July 5th, 2010 issue of Coin. Oh, so these people also, I never thought about that. Getting a, want to write that down. Getting, I wonder if, the problem is like if I get like a coin, can I use, I guess they wouldn't. I know that books, like you can't read a book, but I wonder if I can use excerpts of a coin magazine. You know what? See, that's the problem. You get into all types of copyright crap. I don't even want to be bothered, to be honest with you. This here is information that's put out into the world to be used for this purpose. All right. So, flat letters. This is my understanding. That, and I spoke a little bit about it in a previous video because I looked it up and something came up. Is it here? No. Is it here? Oh, okay. It's here. Here it goes. Here it goes. So this actually makes sense. This is from AI, but AI grabs information that's out there. So I'm going to read it to you. When a coin has flat letters, it is typically referred to as a die sink flat, which I couldn't find anything else on, so I don't know what that means. Well, okay. This means that the lettering on the coin is not deeply struck due to an issue with the die used to mint it, causing the letters to appear shallow and less defined. Okay, so basically, so look, 15 minutes, 13 minutes. Just why? This is to show you how complicated um, understanding the simple, changes, differences that you might see on the surface of a coin. So what this means is, as I understand it, is that certain parts of the working die, or what one of the dies, when it struck not hard enough in that area, so it didn't press onto the planchet hard enough to raise the features. In this case, we're talking about the letter, those flat letters. So they appear flat. Is it that one? Where's it at? 92D. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Yeah. Right, because the letters are supposed to be raised like that. Let me get the right. I mean, that looks more normal. The T, the S, and it doesn't look. The U looks flat. The bottom of the R looks flat. The bottom of the T looks flat. Most of the E and all of the W looks flat. So basically, I guess my understanding is that it's a weak strike. All of that just to come to the conclusion that part of the top of the hammer working die might, not definitely, might have had a weak strike on this coin to cause the WE in the bottom of some of these letters to be flat. That's all. Imagine that. Isn't that crazy? And the thing is, you could do all this research and at the end still be wrong. That's even crazier. But that's part of the process. Now, I've had some people, send me super chats and things like that, so I could give them opinion about what they see in their coin, so I'll put the time into it to tell you what I think what my opinion is. And if someone would have sent me, "Hey, why do you think the letters are flat here?" That would have been my conclusion. I would have said, "Oh, that it had after doing unless like now I've done the research already." So and if you're watching this video and you remember and you put that information to work for you, then you'll remember. It's possible that there was a weak strike in part of the coin that left some of the parts of the letters flatter than others. And again, just a possibility. God bless. Thank you for clicking, liking, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.